The Blank Sheet of Paper. Written by Greg Banks. Illustrated by Pat Reynolds. Today is the day for you to write your best ever story, the teacher said. Oh, no, said Joseph. He did not like writing stories. He liked playing games in the playground. He liked playing games on the computer. But he did not like writing stories. The teacher gave all the children a blank sheet of paper to write on. Joseph looked at his blank sheet of paper. I can't think of anything to write about, he said. You will, said the teacher. Think hard, Joseph. Joseph looked at his friend, Juan. Juan was writing. He had written 2 lines. What are you writing about? Joseph said to Juan. I'm writing about my soccer game, said Juan. Joseph did not want to write about the games he played. A story about games would not be the best ever story. Come on, Joseph, said the teacher. Think hard. Joseph looked at the paper again, but he could not think of a story to write. What are you writing about? He said to Rochelle. I'm writing about my new friend, said Rochelle. Why don't you write about your friends, too? Joseph did not want to write about his friends. A story about friends would not be the best ever story. Come on, Joseph, said the teacher. You have to write your story. If you don't write your story, you will have to stay in. Joseph looked very hard at his blank sheet of paper. Now I know what to write, he said. Joseph wrote. One day, there was a blank sheet of paper. It was at school. It wanted a story on it. But the boy who had to write the story on it did not like writing stories. He did not know what to write. So the paper wrote the story. The paper wrote a good story. It was the best story that the paper had ever written. Stop writing now, the teacher said. Juan is going to read us his story. Juan read his story. Then Rochelle read her story. Then the teacher said, Read your story now, Joseph. So Joseph read his story, and the teacher said, That is the best story you have ever written, Joseph.